They dragged him away like a threat. Not a savior, not a healer, a threat. They came for him with swords and chains, with hearts hardened by fear and hands ready to seize what they didn't understand. And Jesus, he didn't run. He stepped forward, knowing what was coming, knowing betrayal had already bloomed on the lips of a friend. He said, "I am he." And even the soldiers stumbled back, because truth doesn't need to shout. It just is. Still, they took him, bound the hands that had only ever lifted, blessed, healed, and held. They tied love up because love like that was too powerful to be allowed to roam free. And we still do it. We still bind love with our silence, with our excuses, with our comfort-first lives. They passed him from one authority to another. No one wanted the blame, but no one stopped it either. They mocked him, called him king, with spit in their mouths, wrapped him in purple, not in reverence but in ridicule, pressed thorns into his scalp until mercy bled from his head. And then Pilate held him up and said, "Behold the man," like he was a warning, like he was nothing. And the crowd, they chose Barabbas, because violence is easier to understand than sacrifice, because we'd rather be ruled by rage than transformed by love. They gave him a cross and made him carry it, alone, bruised, barely breathing. Still today, people are forced to carry what they didn't deserve. Still today, we watch others collapse under weight we refuse to share. And then, they nailed him. God, nailed. Steel through flesh, hammered down like love had no place left to go, and the world kept spinning. People watched, some cried, some jeered, some just looked away. Because watching love suffer is too much when we know deep down we helped put it there. He said, "I thirst," and they gave him vinegar. Because even in his final breath, the world couldn't offer tenderness. Still today, when people cry out, we offer bitterness, policies and platitudes, cheap versions of compassion. And then he said, "It is finished." But it didn't feel finished. It felt like hope had stopped breathing. It felt like justice had been buried. It felt like the world had chosen power over love one more time. They pierced him just to be sure. They took his body, the same body that fed the hungry, that touched the outcast, that carried peace into chaos, and buried it like he was nothing. Wrapped him in linen and silence. And maybe that's what undoes me. They treated love like it was disposable, like it was dangerous, like it was over. And we still do. We are still the crowd shouting for blood instead of healing. We are still Peter pretending we don't know him to keep ourselves safe. We are still Pilate, washing our hands while people suffer just beyond the gates. And yet, even now, Jesus still steps forward, still carries what we want, still whispers through the wreckage, "I love you still." But don't race to the tomb. Don't skip past this. Don't numb it with theology or wrap it in metaphor. Sit with it. Feel it. Let it break your heart. because this is what happens when love refuses to give up, even when the world gives it nothing in return. This is not the end, but it feels like it. And that's what makes it holy.